Yeshua's parousia on the Mount of Olives. In Matthew 24, Yeshua is sitting east of Jerusalem on a mountain, the Mount of Olives. He's preparing its disciples for the end of the age. The location is significant in the imagination of that world. It's a cosmic mountain. In the ancient world, the cosmic mountain was the center of everything. It was the place where heaven and earth converged, where gods were enthroned, kings ascended, and cosmic decrees were issued. Israel's story reworked that pattern. Sinai, Zion, and later the Mount of Olives each became stages where Yahweh's kingship was revealed. Now picture this. Yeshua has just left the temple. He has said words that shocked his disciples. Not one stone here will be left on another. They follow him east across the Kidron Valley up the Mount of Olives, the ridge that shadows Jerusalem and the temple. With the temple in full view, he sits. And privately they ask, "Tell us, when will these things be? What will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age?" The word parousia, coming, is important. In the Greco-Roman world, it meant the royal presence, the official arrival of a king or emperor. His parousia, his presence, was announced with parades and feasts and decrees and celebrations, all that reasserted sovereignty. So to ask Yeshua about his parousia was daring. They were asking, in effect, when will you be revealed as king? Not Caesar, but you. Notice he doesn't answer from the temple. He speaks from the Mount of Olives. The choice is deliberate because the presence has relocated. Ezekiel saw this long ago. The glory of Yahweh departing the first temple and coming to rest east of the city on the Mount of Olives. Zechariah foresaw the day when Yahweh's feet would again stand on that mountain, splitting it in power, reigning as king over all the earth. Yeshua's Olivet discourse is not so much about end-time signs. It's more a declaration that he himself is the glory returning. Though the temple will soon fall to Rome, the presence is not lost. It has moved to a new cosmic mountain. And this mountain becomes central to his mission. Here he prays in agony before his arrest. Here Judas leads soldiers to betray him. Here he ascends the resurrection, rising in glory as the enthroned Son. And the angels promise this same Yeshua will return in the same way you saw him go. His parousia will mirror his ascension back to the Mount of Olives. David once climbed the Mount of Olives in exile, weeping as Absalom, his son, seized the throne. But he returned in triumph. Yeshua retraces that path. He ascends the mountain as the greater Son of David, the rejected king who will return in power. The disciples ask for signs. Yeshua warns of false messiahs, wars, earthquakes, famine. But the deepest sign is not political upheaval, it's theological. The temple will be destroyed, but the presence has shifted at this time. The throne is no longer in stone and mortar, but in the resurrected Messiah enthroned on the cosmic mountain. So, what does this mean for us? It means that history does not drift at random. When old orders crumble, the king ascends. When earthly powers parade their glory, the nations will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds. The sign of his parousia is not Caesar's pomp and circumstance, but Yeshua's presence. The Mount of Olives tells the story. It's the place of departure, the place of return, the place where heaven and earth meet. And it assures us that the presence of God is not lost. It is revealed in the enthroned Messiah, who will come again in glory.